Hey, it's your girl MJ, and welcome to the Booty Call to Ride channel. I'm your girl Michelle Tillman. Today's video is all about Married at First Sight, season 12, episode 2. Well, it's a lot quicker compared to last week, which was 3 hours. This one is only 2 hours. So here we go. I'm gonna start off with Clara and Ryan. Okay, so I don't have a lot of notes about them. All I can say is Ryan was looking real uncomfortable when Clara was going through all the things that was not comfortable for her wedding day. When they were at the altar too, like I couldn't tell if she was attracted to him or not. I was just like, okay, well, I guess we'll hear some more about it in the confessional. But they did both say they were attracted to each other, which is cool. But again, going back to her complaint, and she was like, I need my Nikes. Somebody get my Nikes. And I was just like, okay. It's like her friends were her servant girls, and they were like, somebody find her Nikes. I just thought that was so weird. And then she started complaining about her hair wasn't right, how she didn't have the right shoes, her dress was too short, her makeup wasn't right. So I was just like, okay, well, you know what? He's seeing who he's getting, and he was just looking at her like, oh, okay. He just looked, uninterested in all her complaints. When they were doing their little speeches about each other, the family members or the friends are doing the speeches, Ryan's friend mentioned that he loves to FaceTime instead of texting. So I'm thinking he's really a talker. So hopefully that works out for Clara, since she usually has so much to say. Hopefully that will work out for them. Not sure. I feel like the experts really set people up to fail this season. I don't know what that's all about, but some of these couples, or most of these couples, I'm like, it's gonna be a hard no for me, dog. On to the next couple, Virginia and Eric. Okay, she said if he doesn't go in for the kiss, she will. So this whole time they're coming down the altar, coming down the aisle, she's coming down the aisle, they get up there, they're not even touching each other. If awkward was a picture, it would have been the way they looked just standing there during the vows. It was so awkward. He looked uncomfortable, she looked uncomfortable. She looked like she wanted to shake his hand, but then she like took it back. She did a little hand like this. So I don't know what was going on with that. They looked super awkward. And then when they were taking the pictures, he was smiling, but he was pulling his head back at the same time. I'm like, does he want to kiss her? Is he attracted to her? Or was he like, me and my husband were distracted by her eyeshadow? It was awful. I don't know who the makeup artist was, but that eyeshadow was not working for her. It was just like too much. It was too dark. I think maybe Eric was trying not to look at the eyeshadow and be distracted. Maybe it's just me. Y'all tell me if you think the eyeshadow was too much, but it was just, I feel like it was not, they did not do her justice with that eyeshadow. Like, I think she's a pretty girl, but it just did not work. It wasn't a good look. Not for your wedding day, maybe like going out to party or something, but I guess she does go out to party, so maybe that's why they did that. I don't know. So, and I just think it's crazy because she said she never thought she would get married. Even her friend said, I never thought you'd get married before me. And mainly because she saw so much divorce that she didn't think like it would be something that she would do. Now, why would they match her with the dude who's been divorced? Like, experts, y'all play. Pastor Cal, I know you didn't have anything to do with this. I refuse to believe. If anybody is down to earth, I could definitely tell you from being on set, even having lunch with him, he's super down to earth. Even Dr. Viviana is down to earth. I find it hard to believe that they really put them together. I think it's more the producers, and then the experts are just as the face of who matched people together, but really it's the producers. Now I know because I've seen it. So I just feel like the producers must really want a drama, because why would you match them together? Like, and then she's the party animal. She likes to throw back drinks, and he said in the previous episode that he doesn't want someone who's always taking shots. She's taking shots and stuff, ready to drink. And whenever he was like offering her some of the champagne, he was like, do you want some of this? And she was like, heck yeah, give me some. So I'm just like, I don't know how that's gonna work out. We shall see. Eric even said that she was aggressive and confident. But I don't know if it's just his pilot action, like his whole tux looked like a pilot suit. You look like you getting married in your pilot suit. Like, he was stiff. She was going for a kiss and he was smiling, but he was pulling back. Look at the video. He was smiling, but he was pulling back. So I don't know what to say about them. Even when her friend said, one thing you don't need to do is, after a night of drinking, don't let her get in the back seat because she will get car sick. Ha ha ha. And he looked uncomfortable. Eric's mama definitely looked uncomfortable, and Eric's friend might have hinted to some trouble we might have with Eric's mom, because he said his dad, he's a great guy. His mom, you'll figure that out soon. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna be some issues with that mom. Then whenever Virginia said, you know, my parents are traditional too, but my sister not. My sister is gay, and there are her 2 artificially inseminated kids. I was like, wait, what? First of all, if she's gay, we know that her and her partner did not conceive the kids together. So I just feel like, well, she didn't have to say that much detail. Like, that was TMI. Like, okay, we know they have kids. We might not know how, but, you know, I just thought that was TMI. Like, she has kids, and they went to a shot of the little beautiful children that they had. So I just thought that was weird, but he definitely looked uncomfortable when she said that. He was saying with his mouth, I'm okay with that. People live how they live. I'm good. But his face was like, heck no. So we'll see how that works out. We'll go to the next people, Brianna and Vincent. Brianna was all about, I need my man to be fine. If he ain't fine, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He gotta look good. I always go for the guys that look good. But she was very happy with Mr. Vincent. And one thing about Vincent, he's a clean cut, nice looking dude, but he definitely gets those eyebrows done. No offense, but y'all Dominican dudes, y'all be getting your eyebrows done. But hey, she's pleased with him. He's pleased with her physically. He said she's petite and attractive, and he likes her facial features. So I think sensually and sexually, they will be just fine. Now, she was given a little stank face when he was saying that he's a car broker, and he was explaining the process of what he does. But then at the end, she was like, oh, okay, you doing it, ain't you? But I think she was just trying to boost him up, because if you're an engineer, I just feel like she probably looks down on him as a car salesman, even though he's a car broker. But technically, I feel like with her being so bossy, like everyone kept saying, she's a boss, she's a boss, she's a boss, she's gonna be bossy, that she's probably deep down like, oh, disappointed in what he does. But I mean, girl, you're an engineer. Ain't nobody else gonna be on engineer level, so you're gonna have to go ahead and bring it on down, okay? So one thing Vincent said is that it feels like they've known each other for years. It didn't feel like they were strangers, and I think that's a good thing. If I were to say, are they gonna make it? I'm not sure, because I feel like there's some parts of her that's gonna come out when she started saying she was pescatarian and she only cooks to eat. And he seemed like he's a foodie, and he tried to like say like, oh yeah, I eat unhealthy sometimes, you know, Chick-fil-A nuggets. Don't nobody really consider Chick-fil-A nuggets unhealthy. You can't talk about Chick-fil-A. Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. So if that's your version of unhealthy, then you're really healthy. But I also say you don't get pot bellies if you eat healthy all the time. I just saying. All right. So lastly, Paige and Chris. So they teased us a little bit with this, and I didn't even, what was the other couple's name? It was another couple left, but they didn't really talk about them at this episode, so I won't talk about them either. But Paige and Chris, they keep really having Paige boost up her whole, this thing is God ordained, and she even said, Holy Spirit talking to me right now. You know what? Okay, Christian people, let me tell you, I'm saved, sanctified, all that good stuff. But don't like be all spooky with it, like Holy Spirit's talking to me right now. Like, okay, and the producer's like, well, what's he saying? And I know she was not expecting, you know, she might not have been expecting that, but she was like, well, let's get on to the next thing. Let's move forward with this. And she said that's what Holy Spirit was saying to her. Okay, maybe Holy Spirit was saying that too. Who is me to judge on whether or not the Holy Spirit is talking to her or not? But she just kept saying all stuff is, God ordained and God manifested this for me. So I pray to God for her sake that Chris is attracted to her. Not because I think Chris is fine and she's not cute, and not because of that, because Chris seems like he has this shallow, self-absorbed view of himself that I don't really see as something that may be positive. I know they both have their faith. They show both of them praying before they go down the aisle. But something about him just seems so toxic that I don't know that I can get with it. So I'm just hoping that he's attracted to her, because even his dad, which you can see where he gets it from, his dad was like, if she's pretty and saved, it's gonna be a wrap. Like, what does that mean? Your son was just engaged 3 months ago. So what does that mean? Was she not pretty and saved? Or what happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's been engaged 3 times, I believe is what he said. And so I'm just like, okay, it's not just about being pretty and saved. If you, as a man, a Christian man, have been engaged 3 times, I think you need to reflect at yourself and see what is wrong with me. And then he also, which is still getting on my nerves, talking about, I hope she's not all about my money. But once again, how can she be all about your money when she signed up to be on a show where she doesn't know who she's marrying? She has no clue what your finances look like. So how's she all about your money? Like, she don't even know you. Anyways, so let's watch next week and see what happens. I'm very nervous for Paige. I just hope that cuss word he dropped at the end was not because he saw her and he knew her, or saw her, wasn't attracted. I hope he just said it, and I hope that he's attracted to her, and I hope she's attracted to him, which I think she'll be open even if she's not totally in love with how he looks. But him, on the other hand, I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, share, tag, give me a comment what you think, who you think gonna make it, who's not gonna make it. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Bye.